Hey everyone! I know it's been a while, but we have another comments video. Oh, I almost forgot the title of my own video. How sad is that? Can you blame me? It's late at night when I'm recording this. Anyways, without dawdling, let's get this done with. So, first comment I've got on my list here is from Shard of Omega. I feel a little ticked about the 3DS region locked. Why would they do such a thing? And all that. And yes, money is cruel. Well, I don't think I need to say more, so yeah. I do have to agree, putting a region lock on a portable console is a very unwise thing to do. Speaking that, people can take that as a carry-on on a plane to other countries. I understand that for safety reasons, but a portable console should never be region locked. You can still have parental controls, just don't lock the cartridges that can be used on it. People will find methods to break it. Sad, but true. Anyways, next comment here is from Blaine Halley. Everybody loves your voice like your cryotic number 2. I actually have never been compared to Cry before. I actually am subscribed to him and I really do enjoy the Let's Plays he does, but I don't feel I'm on par with him. I think he's still way higher than I am. But I do appreciate the compliment, thank you. The next one I've got here is from Henry wow, can't speak to save my life, now can I? Henry Swanson. I went through your Link's Awakening walkthrough and found it to be really engaging and enjoyable experience. I'm pretty sure I copied and pasted that, so that was a little weird to read. I like that you selected the black and white version to stay true to the original. Well, I never grew up with the colored version. The reason I played the black and white version is because that's the one I ended up with. My dad used to be an auto repair mechanic. Auto repair mechanic. That's the term, I believe. And when he was grabbing spare parts from a car, he found it in the seat of one of the cars he was taking apart. So that's how I ended up with the game. It was either car seat or the car door. I don't remember which, but I know it came from one of the cars at the auto wreckers. Anyways, next comment I've got here is from Madman Himes. I'm honestly really glad that you do games like Tamba, Ghost Trick, and Mimana Hiar Chronicle. I like it when I find new games that I have never heard of before, and I love it when I see some lesser-known games that I know on channels I watch. I can only imagine what it would be like to be the Let's Player in those cases, having people thank you for making a video about one of their childhood games that is so few people know, giving it attention. Well, it's definitely a nice feeling, especially when I know I've shown off some really obscure games that people do know about. Even with Tomba, I'm still surprised how many praises I get for this game. It really does make my day when I hear this. I do thank everybody for the compliments they always leave in the comment sections, and I'm really glad that you guys enjoy watching everything I post. Alrighty, with that one answered, let's go on to the next one here. This one here is from Rune Norse. I believe that it's pronounced Rune Norse. It looks like it. Anyways, this one was on Shovel Knight. Nice, just popped over this channel by accident. Really nice. So cool finding new YouTubers. That's an odd way to form a sentence. So cool finding new YouTubers that one wants to subscribe to. Oh, okay, I just can't read. Keep at it. Also, Shovel Knight is an amazing game. Yes, it is, and I'm very glad that you, even if you stumbled upon my channel by accident, that you enjoyed the content here. That's what I try to aim for. I don't care about the money, as long as you guys enjoy the product. That's the reason I don't have monetization on my channel. I don't care for the money. It's a hobby! I like doing it, it's fun! Shouldn't have to make a job out of something you enjoy. Unless you want to make a job out of it. Okay, I'm not going there. Anyways, next comment here is from Unit 23 on Patrol. Very good point on that Mighty Number 9. It is due to backers who pretty much either got impatient with waiting or confused between pre-orders, donations, and investments when it comes to Kickstarters. It is true, however, that Concept has had bad management and miscommunication with some overpromising, but at least they still care for the game. I was comparing tweets from Mighty Number 9 and Mighty Number 9 Japan. The results? The first Twitter page got impatient while the Japan version still got millions of fan art. Anyways, I will still be pumped for Mighty Number 9. It's a very exciting game to play in my opinion. I have to agree, I will admit that communication was a little scattered, but that's common between countries, especially with time differences too. That and Deep Silver was the one handling the North American branch for the most part, and they did a very poor job of handling it. I'd say from Concept's point of view, they've been doing everything as best as they can, being in Japan and completely stationed in Japan, with Deep Silver handling all the North American stuff and doing a poor job of doing so. That's at least from my perspective, but honestly, I don't see why people are making such a big temper tantrum out of all this. The game's main goal was only $500,000. We made that goal. Every other penny went towards the stretch goals. Additional content. You guys paid for additional content. Pretty much. You guys paid for your DLC early. That's what I see, because we had so many different goals after the $500,000 goal was meant to make the game in general. Everything else was additional content. So it does bother me a little bit that people say, oh, the graphics suck, oh, the trailer sucks. Because I did see the most recent trailer, and you know what vibes I got from that? It felt like a 90s commercial. That's what it felt like to me. I think it was actually not a bad commercial, and the jokes made me laugh. The fact that people are getting so upset over something as simple as make the bad guys cry like an anime fan on prom night just goes to show that you guys don't know how to take a joke. You take everything personally. Because I'm an anime fan. I've been an anime fan since I was 3 years old, watching Rurouni Kenshin, Sailor Moon, all of those animes, as well as Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. And you know what? That joke made me laugh because it's just so funny and ridiculous that it wouldn't really happen. Unless it does, and I apologize if I offended anybody, but it's a joke. It's supposed to be taken as one, and if you let a joke get the better of you, it just goes to show you aren't willing to... Oh, what's the word? God, my English has deteriorated so badly. I guess it's just you aren't willing to show that you can take criticism, is the best way I can say that. Because a lot of people do take jokes offensively, and usually if you say something like, I take offense to that, then they say, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. And I can guarantee you, that isn't the intention the commercial was trying to get off. The commercial showed the gameplay mechanics of the game, and then it went into some goofy little jokes. A 90s commercial, that's all I see. Anyways, I'd better stop ranting about this, or I'm probably going to end up offending someone. I don't know how, but if I do, again, I apologize. That's not my intention. Just learn to take it with a grain of salt. Don't dump the whole thing on the floor. Anyways, I better stop rambling about this one, or we're going to be here for an hour. Okay, let's go on to the next comment here. This one is from Jade Farrow. Hi Autumn, I don't often have much to comment on, but I've been liking your LPs. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm really glad you're enjoying it, and I hope I can continue to do so for everybody else on the channel as well. That's all my goal is really to do, is to entertain. Alright, so this next one here, next couple actually, are from Mick for K6. First one here is there a chance of getting an unboxed... can't speak to save my life, wakarimasen. Is there a chance of getting an unboxing video when you get the Freedom Planet box? I kinda want to do that, but at the moment I can't afford much right now. I still have bills to pay, school to go to, part-time work to go through. And yeah, they've been cutting back our hours pretty badly, but hey, with the tourist season starting, we should get a little more hours, I hope. Fingers crossed. Anyways, as of right now, I won't be able to buy it, but when I do, I kind of want to do something like that. I haven't really shown off much of my actual personal life, and I think showing off that Freedom Planet box would be a great method. That, and they released a collector's edition of the Hyperlight Drifter too. So many good things, and I can't afford any of them. I'm such a drama queen, aren't I? Anyways, next one here is on Shovel Knight when I first introduced my little animation. My cute sign-off animation. Thank you. I'm very glad I got that finished. I had originally done it a couple years ago, and I never got the chance to finish it till a few months ago. That made no sense in my head. I don't know why. I'm not gonna linger on it. Let's read the next comment here. This one is on Shantae. Autumchild, are you a video game adrenaline junkie? Well, I have to be an adrenaline junkie in some shape or form, right? Why not with video games? It just feels so great when a game can really make you pumped up and feel rewarded. It just really gets your blood flowing. That's why I love playing the platformers I play. Stories are great, it's all action-filled, and it pumps you right up! Okay, so with that answered, let's go on to the... tripping over tongue. I think I'm ready for bed. Anyways, next comment here is on Shantae from Esper Genju. I'll pronounce that properly the first time eventually. Anyways, you rule, Autumn. You make me want to enjoy Shantae. I'm very glad to hear it, because Shantae is a fun game. It can be challenging at times, but it's always fun. Alrighty, so next one here is... ooh, we're actually into the more common comments now. This one here is from Izaku Glacia, also known as Izaku-san, on Mega Man ZX. So you're playing the superior voice-acted one. Yes, I am. It's a shame that they didn't at least let us choose between languages, but I guess they really wanted an English translation for the game, but couldn't get the staff or the funding to do it. It's a shame, really, but I really do enjoy the Japanese version. If they were to ever release ZX, I would really hope that they would keep the original Japanese voice acting in it, but with the English dialogue. And fix the translations. I've been doing a lot of tweaking in my Let's Plays of ZX when I'm doing the annotations, because with a little bit of Japanese I know, I hear differences in the sentences, so I'm always adjusting them. But hey, whatever makes it so it's readable, right? So, with that answered, let's move on to the next one here. This one here is from Fragile Memories on Shantae. I hope you'll play Half Genie Hero. I really enjoyed this series. Hey, I really want to play Half Genie Hero. The hand-drawn animation in that game looks lovely, and I've seen people play the beta. It looks so good! The fact they're getting help from indie creates and other indie developers too is so awesome. And, actually, thinking about it, this game's been delayed quite a few times as well. It was supposed to come out the end of No, not the end of September. The end of 2015. Or was it summer? I know they wanted to release it around 2015, got delayed to the holiday season, then it got delayed to the beginning of winter of 2016, and now it's delayed to winter of the holiday season of 2016. This game's gone through quite a few delays itself, and I'm surprised people are comparing it to Mighty No. 9, which has had a similar amount of delays. It just happens. These aren't AAA companies, after all. They're indie developers. We can't expect the same thing, really. AAAs always have the funding and money at their disposal because they know people will buy their crap. Indie developers have to earn that in some shape or form. And they can't really do it at the beginning if they have no staff to pay, after all. Oh well, that's just the rambling thoughts of an aspiring indie developer. I am nowhere near that level yet. I want to try, but it'll take a long while to get there, and I know the dedication and perseverance it's going to take. Alright, so with that answered, let's move on to the next one here. This one's from Mick4K6. It's a question about forced tutorials. Hi, Autumchild. How do you feel about forced tutorials? In the case of forced tutorials, the game will not progress if you have a finicky or damaged controller. I've had a couple games I couldn't even play because my workarounds didn't work the way the game wanted. In some cases, the tutorial doesn't clarify when to press the button they want. Thus, you're stuck at the stage of the tutorial until you figure out what is required. Forced tutorials are horrible game design. If you want a tutorial, you have to make it a separate option, a choice. Because I know a lot of gamers, myself included, who could give two shits about tutorials. And yes, I am not censoring this one, because I really mean that. If I want to learn the controls of the game, I will jump right in and just mess around with controls. That's how I learn. When you force a tutorial on me, pretty much you're telling me that I've never played a game before and I have no clue what the hell I'm doing. That's an insult to gamers. You should always, always give the option of a tutorial. That's actually something I'm going to reveal here that I want to do with Eternal Nights. I want it where the intro stage, you're thrown right in. I'm going to have it at the start menu, kind of similar to what X5 and X6 did, where you have Game Start, Continue, Options, and Training. That was your tutorial mode. I want to do the same thing. The tutorial mode should be a choice, not a mechanic. Yes, it's nice to learn the game, but I don't want to be handheld through it. That's actually the main negativity I've heard about Skyward Sword, and I can see it. I played that game for almost an hour and a half, and I put it down. I haven't picked it up since then because the game holds your hand. I like the challenge of just being thrown in, not knowing what the hell I'm doing, and figure it out on my own. If I want help, then I go into the pause screen, go to the options menu, and go to the help section. That should be how it's handled. However, I can understand if it's like a completely new mechanic. Then you want to give a short tutorial, something sweet, simple, maybe only takes 10 to 15 seconds. You don't want to lose the interest of the person or have a game that you can't even play because of the game specifically wants you to do this and will refuse to let you continue. I think that is an unfair method of teaching someone and holding the hand, as well as it completely deteriorates the enjoyment of the game. Well, that was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? But yes, that is actually my feelings towards forced tutorials. Don't add them in, unless it's a completely new mechanic that really needs to be worked on, but don't lock them into it. If they can't get it, okay, just explain the tutorial, show them how it's done, and let them go from there. There's always a workaround to the controls. There's many methods of getting from point A to point B. Okay, well, I guess you guys know my opinion about that now. And I've actually got another comment from Mick4K6 here, and this one's on Chelsea and the Seven Devils. Wow, my throat's getting dry. I think that rant went on a little too long. Anyways, at first sight, this reminds me of Cave Story Plus. I didn't even know this game existed, which usually makes for a good Let's Play on this YouTube channel. Hey, I'm glad to hear that you're gonna enjoy this, and I guess it does have a similar feel at the beginning, but hey, if you guys are interested, give it a try. It's a challenging game, but it's fun and humorous. Oh, I can only imagine the fun I'm gonna have when I finish Chelsea's story. Okay. Enough reminiscing here before too late. Heavenly Jade Prison Tower horrors. Okay, let's see. Speaking of which, this is another comment on Bunny Must Die from Metal Smasher Gaming. I always liked Metroidvania-style games like this one. I remember reading somewhere that if you fight the second devil first and then come back to the first one, she'll go berserk and become much harder to beat. That's actually very true. I've watched someone who's done that, where they've sequence broken the game. AI Bon Bon Boy is designed to be the very first devil you fight. But if you actually sequence break, go fight the Devil Machine first, you can skip her to, let's see, I think to the point where you reach the Fool's God Temple. After that, Flash doesn't show up. So you have to go back and fight her. And when you go back and fight her, she still introduces herself like, I am the first devil, yeah, Bon Bon Boy, gaga de bonga. But then Bunny replies with, oh, you're the first devil? Yeah, why? Well, I've actually fought a couple others before you, and she's like, what? You fought somebody else? Okay, now I'm pissed! And then she goes completely jerk boss mode. It is so interesting to see. It's just like she pulls out all the stops. Oh, if I can find it, I'll probably link it in the description of the person who did this. if it's still up. Oh, I don't even know if it's still up, but somebody might have done it. I encourage you to look, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do it. Let's just say I've tried. But it's definitely a fun fight to watch. So, that actually brought my mood back up. That's good. And with that, I've got 2 more comments left here. This one is on Tomba from, I'm going to assume, this is a very unique name, Håkon Samuelson. I do not know how to pronounce that because there's like a little circle above the A. I'm not sure the pronunciation for that symbol. So as I always say, I apologize if I ever mispronounce any names. My English sucks, just because I know Portuguese and Japanese, and I always get my words mixed up with all of 3 languages. But, this comment says, "What lovely laughter you have." I always thought I had a pretty childish and goofy laugh. I think that's just because I like to watch Goof Troop a lot, though. Oh, memories. Now I'm feeling nostalgic. Okay, well, I do thank you for the compliment. It's glad to know I have a lovely laughter. I always thought it was pretty goofy. Anyways, the last comment I've got on the list here is from Rough Thief on Shovel Knight. "I love your voice and commentary. It's just so chipper and uplifting. Also, it's very, very contagious. So thanks for making my day. Hey, I'm very glad that my voice can lift your guys' spirits. I actually go through a lot of downtime myself. I'm pretty sure everybody does. But I feel that mine don't actually have to be so bad. And I will actually put others before myself every single time. I'm always there for my friends, and I always try to help the best I can. So, hey, if you guys are ever feeling down, don't be afraid to come and talk to me. I will gladly lend an ear. 'Cause sometimes all anybody really needs is someone to listen to. I've gone through it myself." I really hope I can keep lifting everybody's spirits. I love helping others, and I love the fact that I can make everybody happy just being chipper myself. So with that, that is the entire list of my comments video today. I'm really glad you guys still enjoy this, and even though I do have Google Plus now and able to comment back, I really enjoy doing these videos, and I hope I can continue doing so. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop here. This is Autumchild saying, I'll see you all next time.